All right. Um, I was on my way home from work, and like every day here in California, um, you know, a lot of the people on the East Coast are live, like right when everybody gets off work, around 5, 6, sometimes even 4 o'clock. But quite frankly, it was live, and every once in a while, I will tune into his show. And his show wasn't, technically about GM, but there was a segment about GM in it that I wanted to share with you guys. Um, and if you like his content, I highly suggest that you go and subscribe to him on YouTube as well as Twitter, and there's a bunch of other platforms that he uses. But I'm going to go ahead and get into the video here, and the video in question is from today. Um,
And also this is really not a free market situation. Nothing about this really is free market. None of it. We're watching this awful thing. Now, I put an amazing video, a pretty great video on the in my interesting shite playlist. It's from the account Amazing Polly, and Polly
Listen to what he
was
says.
talking about this. And I think you should all watch this stuff because I really agree with Polly on one big thing, that this really isn't about money for GM. It really isn't. You can tell it's really, there's something about it. It's just not about money. These federally subsidized corporations are as ideologically driven as they come. Okay, you look no further than Silicon Valley. I mean, for Christ's sake, Google is creating a gulag version of the internet for China right now. You think they have scruples about anything? Absolutely not. But Polly did give us all a name in this great video that she put out, and I'd love to have her on the show. This is an article from October 10th of 2018, this year, from the Detroit Free Press. GM's newest board member, everybody, GM's newest board member used to work for the CIA. General Motors is a bit of a corporation anomaly in America. It's one of the few companies to have gender equity on its board of directors, which is now composed of 6 men and 6 women. Oh, good for them. Well, at least that's something. 17,000 people are getting the axe, but at least they have an equal number of people, equal number of genitals on their board of directors. That would have been the real crime. If there was one more man than there was woman, that would have been the real crime. The car maker elected Jamie Miskic, 60 years old, to its board. It said in a statement released on Wednesday, Miskic is an expert in global security and intelligence. Having once served as the Central Intelligence Agency's Deputy Director for Intelligence, responsible for all CIA's intelligence analysts and deciding the content of the President's daily briefing. She currently serves as CEO and Vice Chair of Kissinger Associates. Jamie is a seasoned leader with experience in assessing the geopolitical and macroeconomic climate.
So I don't want to steal all of his video here, but I highly recommend that you go watch this particular cast. That the firing of all those people was political. Okay, Donald Trump's economy is highly optimistic, and you have to take into consideration that people react to that. People react to positivity. That's how the universe works. Positive in, positive out, or positive in, negative out. Negative, you know, always counters a positive. But if there's more positive than negative, then it outweighs. That's what the balance is. But this is a former CIA agent on the board of directors under Kissinger, or that is a vice chair of Kissinger. And if you don't know who Kissinger is, I highly recommend that you do a quick Google search. Better yet, do a Google search of Henry Kissinger and go to images or YouTube. He was the one that did the Operation Popeye geoengineering project in Vietnam, among other things. He is like a modern day. What the hell is that guy's name? Ben Franklin. He's like a modern day Ben Franklin. He's like a double secret agent. Works for Israel, probably. I don't know. Go do the research. I'm going to play just a few more minutes of this because he goes into something else.
Says Mary Barra, GM's chairman and CEO. Mary Barra. Now, whereas I got Jamie's name from The Amazing Polly, that's where I had Mary Barra pop up. I said, who's this woman? But let me go a little bit further. Intelligence for GM, established in 1982 by former U.S. Secretary of State Henry Kissinger. That's a conspiracy theorist's favorite name, if it's not in the top 5. Kissinger Associates is a consulting firm in New York. It advises clients on strategic partnerships, investments, and government relations. Miskik, Jamie, joined Kissinger Associates in 2009 as its president and vice chair. In 2015, she became its co-CEO and vice chair. In July of last year, she was named CEO and vice chair. Said Mary Barra, quote, her unique and extensive background in intelligence, security, and risk analysis and mitigation will add significant insights to GM board and the company's overall strategy. What a strategy. What's a strategy? And of course, when they talk and they go on about gender equity, gender. And who on earth is Mary Barra? Because there's the other name that pop up. Well, everybody, Mary Barra is the same person who made the announcement about the cuts, I believe. She was considered as Hillary Clinton's pick for vice president. This is an article from October 18th of 2016. GMCE.
This is why I love the internet. This is one of those stranger than fiction moments where you go, it's political. This is fucking all, it's just political. Period. CIA agent, worked for Kissinger, was considered nomination for vice president for Hillary Clinton. Go check out the whole podcast, Quite Frankly podcast. You can find him on YouTube at I would just search Quite Frankly, but you can find him here. It's like Zadal's Films, some weird, I don't know what that is. I don't know why he has that, but that's him. Look at the whole podcast. It's a 2-hour podcast, 2-hour show. Hope you guys got something out of the video. I will see you in the next one.